Hey folks, Machinery Pete here. Man, we got a fun day today. This is my friend Danny Anderson, Dirt Boys from up the road in Pine Island, Minnesota. I, of course, live in Rochester, but we're down in Elkader, Iowa today, where Danny grew up, and we got a huge day we're gonna take in here and share with you. But Danny, first of all, thank you for the invite to come down for this day and tell people what we got going on here today in Elkader.
Morning, Greg. Thanks for coming down. Today is the anniversary celebration here in Elkader, Iowa for the 100-year anniversary of Caterpillar.
Okay.
Started 100 years ago.
Okay. And we got
right now we're down at the show area. These buildings that you're looking at here, A, B, C, D, these are all mobile track. They build scrapers and quad track tractors, rubber tired tractors, scrapers, packers, and discs.
Okay.
Are all made in these buildings here.
Okay.
I'm not sure what year they started all this, but
and Caterpillar has been as part of the 100-year celebration around the world.
They're going around the world, and they John Moina, the owner of all this, is hosting the show for Caterpillar here in our hometown, because he has a huge museum outside of town that we'll go out to as soon as we get done here. Just kind of give you an overview of what's going on here today. So the show is today, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay, so it's September 12th, Friday, as we're filming here this morning, and the show goes today, tomorrow, and Sunday.
Yes.
Okay, right on the edge of Elkader, Iowa here.
Yep.
Okay, and before we get heading out to the museum, Danny, we have to...
oh yeah, Brownie. This is Brownie.
Okay.
This is, a truck that I put together about 10 years ago. It's a 68 International. I took the cab off of an old truck, 4-door, obviously, and I put this on a 1998 Dodge 1-ton dually chassis, and it's my daily work truck that I pull gooseneck with and haul fuel to my dozers and all that stuff. So I do dirt work too. And
right. And folks, of course, you remember Danny from a number of videos we've done over the years. Dirt Boys up in Pine Island. And Danny, you grew up right here in Elkader, correct?
In Elkader, actually, if you look down the street there, you can see the Case IH dealer down there, that building right there. I started in that building in the fall of 1980. It used to be Joe A. Romberg Incorporated here in Elkader. It was the IH dealer. I started there in the fall of 80, and I worked there until 1990, and then I moved to and it went from Joe Romberg to Red Country Implement, and now today it's Windridge. But I left here in 1990, moved to Minnesota.
Okay.
And then opened up that dealership in Zumbrota, Minnesota. With Larson Tractor and Equipment. I was one of the original employees there. So.
And you have a cat hat on today, and your IH blood runs deep.
Originated Caterpillar guy. Actually, if you look over your shoulder, there's a golf course over here.
Yep.
Our dad built that golf course in spring of 1963. He started doing the dirt work on this area over here. This was a full farm, a working farm.
Okay.
And a guy by the name of Clark Costigan purchased all that land, and then they donated that property to the golf course. And then I think originally the paperwork was done or whatever in '64. They actually did.
So your dad was
Dad built that golf course, and the dozer that you'll see here today is over here in the work area.
Okay.
I was wrapped up in a blanket on the seat of that dozer in the spring of '63 when he was building that golf course. I was 6 months old.
Wow. So folks, we have deep Caterpillar roots. We have international roots.
Yep. In my hometown.
And this is your hometown. And what year did you graduate, Danny?
1981.
1981. So you got a couple years on me. I'm an 84 guy. But again, you texted me and said, Greg, I think come down to Elkader. We're gonna have a fun day. Now.
Unbelievable. You just can't even fathom what John and his crew people have done to this little town. Has made this town.
Yeah. No, employing people, rural America, building machines that, power the world, build the world. That's...
And he is into dirt and has been since he was a little kid. His grandfather started C.J. Moina Construction, and then it was John's dad, John Moina's dad, Jack, and then his uncle Jerry. They took it over from their dad, and then John took it over from his uncle.
So John's third generation.
John's third generation.
Right here in Elkader.
Right here in Elkader.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
a lot of our friends and family all worked for John over the years. Have worked, still working.
Okay.
Know a lot of people here.
So we're going to go out to the museum now. But just to give folks a little taste, again, the event here, 3-day event, over beyond the plant here, you have your dozer. There's people actually doing work.
Yeah, there's a work site here that they'll be moving dirt. We'll be pushing dirt.
Okay.
And scrapers, old crawlers, dozers, excavators. A lot of
We're gonna have fun poking around, aren't we?
You are gonna have a great time.
Okay. Well, let's hop in the trucks here, and I'll follow the 4-door
Brownie
1200. You must get so many looks when you drive this thing. Pine Island, they probably know it and expect it now. But
I have people, I'll be driving down the road in another state with this truck because I drive it all over, and people will have a video of this thing going down the road and go, I passed Dirt Boys today.
they're filming as you go, right? And again, folks, Danny is the guy up at his place in Pine Island, the Proving Grounds, Dirt Boys. You built the amazing one of one, the internet 5388 world famous tractor. You and Bruce up in Goodhue, you owned, was it the first 1086?
We owned the first 1086. We just sold that 2 years ago this month.
Yep.
That went out to Pennsylvania. And then I still have 886 serial number 2 is sitting in the shed.
Yep.
And yeah, and then we had the two 1206 prototypes that were built before 1206s went into production, and we sold those 2 years ago also.
And when was your auction back? Was that 14 or 15? We covered that auction?
I did the first one in 2015. That's when I sold off all that excess stuff that come out of engineering in Chicago.
And was it a 1456 you had a record?
1456 went to our good friend Tony Ramus out in
California,
Tony
right.
Carroll, yeah.
Okay.
And I get to still drive it when we go to California to visit those guys.
Nice.
So I get the tractor pull with it, so that's pretty cool.
Okay, well, the Machinery Pete pickup is going to follow Brownie here, and yeah, stay tuned, folks. Okay, folks, we drove across Elkader, and Danny, this facility, the Earth Moving Legacy Center, looks pretty new.
Yeah, this part of the building was just, he built this building, added on to the old, this used to be the John Deere dealership back in the day.
What was it called, the dealership?
Meehy Implement.
Meehy, okay.
Implement Company.
Yep.
They built this building originally. This end of the building was added on to in, I don't know, early 80s or something.
And your brother was involved?
My brother actually helped build this end of the building,
Nice.
Bosworth Construction out of Elkader.
Danny, now we have the cat thing going. We got your IH roots, and here we have an old John Deere building. We're covering all the bases in Elkader
We're
today.
covering it all. Yep. The new John Deere dealership is right over there, over your right shoulder.
There you go.
And that used to be Halverson Implement. That used to be the Ellis Chalmers dealer here in town.
Okay.
Big company.
What was the Alice dealer? What was that?
Halverson Implement.
Halverson, okay.
Yep. They were out of Elkader here, you know, friends with Bob and his kids.
Okay. Well, can you take us into the Earth Moving Center?
Yeah, we'll go in here and check it out.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, folks, we are in the beautiful facility here, and Danny, it looks like we have kind of an intro to moving dirt here.
This is how it all started right here. A wheelbarrow, a shovel, and a pick. Pretty basic.
Makes my back a little sore, but
yeah.
Wow, this is a lot to take in, and people from all over the world come to visit the facility here.
Correct. Yeah, this thing is open year round. They opened it 3 years ago on the anniversary of C.J. Moina and Sons Construction Company.
That was their 75th.
It was their 75th anniversary 3
Okay.
years ago. Yeah.
Okay.
This month, actually.
We pan around here, and there were tons of folks outside, and there you go, folks. Moina and Sons since 1947?
Yeah, that's when Cecil Grandpa started it.
Cecil Moina, that's John's grandpa?
Yeah.
John's grandpa.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
And then
Danny,
this
can you...
is the Holton Best display right here is, these two companies are the two companies that merged together back in 1925 and started Caterpillar.
So that's the 100-year.
That's 100 years, yes.
And Holton Best?
Now they're both from California.
Yep.
I don't know the exact town or Woodland or somewhere
Yep.
out in that area, but
Okay.
kind of northwest California.
Well, lead us on the tour here, my friend.
So follow me. So they built all this. This is actual real dirt in here.
Real dirt?
They moved in
It has
here.
to be real dirt, right?
Yeah, no fake dirt. Yep.
Ah.
And then they got all the history is in the building here on the walls, and they've logoed all this, put in all the old barn wood, you know, had it all painted. It's really a nice tribute to
It's beautiful.
Cat.
And these old machines, Danny,
Some of these belong to John, but some of them are here on display too. People loan them to the museum.
Sure.
And there's stuff that's not in here today that's down at the show area
the
where
show.
we'll be going down.
Okay.
He has a whole military display of dozers and equipment.
Yeah, I mean on the cat side, well, and international too, and deer, but the history runs across so much of our country. Like you say, the war, the military, but also just building our country. It's unbelievable.
Right.
These are the machines that did it.
And here's where it all started, yeah.
Right, right.
And I did not know this until a few years ago. I learned that when they built the Great Alaskan Highway from Canada to Anchorage, the military built that road. And on one end, they started with Caterpillar equipment, and on the other end, they started with International Harvester, and the troops built that road, and they worked toward each other. They worked around the clock, year-round, and built that road.
No GPS, they just got her done.
No GPS, they just got her done.
Nice.
And from what I understand, that's kind of the way the road is yet today.
Awesome.
For people that have to drive up.
Yes,
But
yes.
this is kind of, here's a little bit of the couple pieces of military equipment here. There's some of the first ag tractors that they built back in the day for drawbar
Sure.
pulling. Got the little roof on them and side curtains, so if the wind's blowing, they could drop them side curtains down. And
Right.
yeah, it's beautiful stuff.
Yeah, it's amazing. I don't think we don't stop enough to consider how far we've come in really a short amount of time, 100 years.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at this stuff and think of the guys going from a horse
Right,
to running something like this had to have been amazing.
right, right. Well, you can see, folks, a lot of people here, I think, in town for the event, the 3-day event. Again,
There are
Elkader,
people
Iowa.
here from all over the world
Right.
today. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure your connections, people must have just been excited to know this was coming.
I
and-
talked to a couple of guys down at the show ground down where the work area is 2 days ago when I stopped out here, and they were from Australia and New Zealand. And they were here helping get the 666 scraper done.
Okay.
660, I think it is, or
Okay.
666,
Okay.
whatever.
Get it.
Big cat scraper, full rebuild. I mean, it's unbelievable. We'll get to see it down
Okay.
there after
Awesome.
that.
Awesome.
Morning. Good. How are you? Stockton, California. There you go.
Stockton.
Oh, yep.
Yep.
Box scraper.
The biggest horsepower? Look, we should try and fight 6, 7, and 4.
So here's the older generation where they started here, 1929. So these are some of the early model machines sitting here on display.
Just
In the work area in here, you can see the windows are all resemble back in the day, which is really cool. And there's William H. Ziegler,
up our way, yeah.
St. Paul.
Right.
That's where Ziegler Cat.
Right. Yeah, and cat dealers, I mean, around the country, legendary firms
Yeah.
that,
It's pretty impressive.
right.
Some of the first scrapers that they had. Here's some of the first road graders that they built back in the day.
Isn't it something, Danny, just to be up close to a machine like this? And you stand here and you just think of, your whatever.
When you look at this, and then when we get downtown, and we'll show you the new road graders that are down there,
Yeah.
and they got V plows on them and whatever. It's
Right.
it's crazy.
Yeah, again, in less than 100 years, we've
We've
just come so far.
a long ways.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But just being up close to these machines is really something.
This is here's one of your first cabs
There you
made
go.
out of wood, you guys.
A wooden
Oak wood.
cab. Nice.
Obviously, somebody made this new, but it's an actual cab that goes on one of these old crawlers that
Right.
would beat sitting out in the weather, if you know what I'm
Yes.
saying.
Our Minnesota weather, yeah.
Yeah.
And anything helps.
Yeah. So then, as time goes on here, you can see, they switched from gray to yellow, and just so everybody's aware, this year for the 100-year anniversary, they built Caterpillars and skid loaders and all that stuff, and they made them this machinery gray for the anniversary of Cat. So when you guys see gray Caterpillars running around,
That's for the 100 year.
it's the 100-year anniversary
Wow.
Cat.
So hats off to Caterpillar. We're all hurtling forward at warp speed, but to honor your history is important to do that, I think. And for people like John
Absolutely.
to build this facility,
Yeah.
so that we've seen young kids running around here,
Yeah.
and they'll learn.
Yeah.
That's
It's
awesome.
an amazing place. They do tours here for schools and colleges, and with the mobile track downtown, they got manufacturing, and John is really involved with the high school and put in computerized cutting tables and teach all those guys in high school. So maybe, and girls too,
Growing your workforce.
they might end up working for him at some point.
You live in a wonderful community, rural community like Elkader, and you can work for companies like
1,200
John.
people, I think. I don't know what the
1,200?
actual number is, because I've been
that-
gone for 35 years. But
Is that about what it was when you were growing up?
yeah, I think it was around 1,200.
How big was your high school class in Elkader?
Geez, 89, I think I
In
graduated.
the early 80s, okay.
Well, I graduated in 1981, but our class was 89 people.
Gotcha, okay.
So you can see here, the restorations on these are beyond
Yeah,
perfect. And there's some down here on the left that's absolutely amazing. These are, a couple of these have just been done too. This is how the road grader went from that one over there to this, to
Right.
this.
we're walking through history here.
Yeah, totally.
And Danny, the logo,
Okay, so
the lettering.
we'll go over this a little bit. From what I was told, now I'm not official cat, kind of person on this part of it, but
Yeah.
from what I understand, they didn't know what to call the new company when Holt and Best merged.
Okay.
And one of the guys' wives, from what I was told, said, well, why don't you guys call it a Caterpillar, because the thing can climb around like a caterpillar.
Sure.
And that is why this logo is like this.
As the movement.
That's what I was told.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
Yeah.
true or not.
I
but
just have wondered myself. I've seen that over the, doing my thing all these years,
Right.
and I've never just had
yeah.
access.
So that's what I know about it. We can
Yeah.
probably get more specific on
Sure.
it if we. I'm sure there's somebody here that can probably get me straightened out on that. But anyways, these are some of the restorations. One of the guys, I know him personally, Craig Stadola here in town.
He worked on the restorations?
He's done, Craig, I didn't work with him, but I know him personally, talked to him this morning.
Okay.
He's the guy that is kind of the main guy to put these all together.
beautiful.
He does not do the painting. They got a guy that does their
Sure.
painting, and obviously the attention to detail on these things is just absolutely crazy. I mean, every little thing polished, fuel pumps and mags and spark plug wires, and I can point out something to you that's really unique with John Moina. This is a signature thing that they got. As you can see, these heads of these bolts, you notice how the octagon on these all line up with the track pad or here. Notice all these bolts. Notice all these bolts. They're all the octagon flat is horizontal. The whole machines. That's his little signature that he does.
Attention to detail.
Not that they're fussy or anything, but what I was
Which
told when
resonates
they-
with you,
Yeah.
with what you do
Yeah,
at the
exactly.
proving grounds with on
I'm
the
going to have
IH
to
side.
step her up a little bit though.
Keep up the job.
This is my next little thing here. I'm going to have to do that on my
Okay.
next one.
I love it. Awesome.
Here's some more of my fan club guys here.
Hello.
Ryan,
Where are you guys
Jonathan,
from?
how are you guys?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
I'm from Central Iowa, down by Ames,
Ames, okay.
Yep.
Cedar Rapids.
Cedar Rapids. You guys
Yep.
know Danny for a long time?
Yep.
A number of years.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
So yeah,
well,
these guys, Ryan Peters and Jonathan, these guys are IH guys. Old. What year do you guys specialize in?
Mostly pre-39, but
Okay.
I've got up to 66 series.
Yeah. So they're kind of the old school international
Nice.
guys. McCormick, Deering, whatever.
well, that sounds
Yeah.
like another Machinery Pete YouTube video waiting. I need to come down and visit you
One-
guys.
possibly
one- and one cat.
And
Yeah,
one cat.
Yeah.
Nice.
So there you have it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very
so
cool.
yeah, it's kind of cool. Run into these guys. So I'm sure this will happen more today.
Yeah,
when
people
we're
all over
touring
the
around
world
here,
this
so.
weekend. So good to see
seeing
you guys.
We'll talk with you later on.
What? Oh,
So
yeah.
here's another. This one, and they're just finishing. I don't. Maybe this is. No, this isn't the one. I think.
you doing?
Good morning. How are you?
Really fine.
So I'm not sure. They just got that other one that they just finished. What is
Sure.
it? The 75 that Craig just finished.
I believe that is correct.
Yeah,
Yep.
75. So
Beautiful.
yeah,
Machine repeat.
Yes. How you
there's the
doing?
guy.
Really
This is
good.
him. We're
Really
doing a
good.
doing a
It's
little walking tour here
amazing
this morning.
facility here.
Yeah.
Danny was telling me about the event, and glad it worked out to come down. And you must be folks from all over the world stopped through the
It
center
certainly
here.
is. We're very proud, very happy. We're getting the attention that we're getting because it's a great story. And I think John and his people have put together an incredible depiction of that story.
Yeah, we were enjoying the young kids bebopping around these machines, and whether they get into all the details at a young age or not, but just being around and seeing it, knowing this is our past.
Yes.
I think to honor that is a powerful thing. So hats
Yes,
off
and
to John. And
I love to, when you talk about the kids, I love to start to show them some of the things. I said, you know, the keys that your parents have there, you have the little fob that you push to make it start, and then show them the holes in the flywheel where you stick the bar in and pull the
Right.
engine over to make it start.
the old time keys.
Like I
yeah.
told Greg this morning, I said, just think, went from a horse and a shovel and a pick to engines that you started with a bar, and then, you know, we got electricity and whatever, and starters and batteries, and I mean, and then diesel engines, and I mean,
Actually, pretty quickly.
yeah,
Yeah.
Quickly.
yeah,
Very
it
quickly
advanced
in the
quick.
scheme of things.
Not quite
So-
as fast as the Wright brothers did. I think it was 11 years after first flight that they had their first commercial flight. So
There you go.
it didn't quite go that fast in the dirt, but it went pretty quick.
Yeah.
So and apologize for my manners, but your name, sir, is
Ken Poppy.
Ken, and you're with Ziegler?
I'm a volunteer. today.
Volunteer, okay.
I'm a volunteer with the show.
Oh, nice,
Tour guide.
nice.
So if you like a tour, I'll give you a tour, but I think you got it covered.
Yeah.
We're
I grew up
meandering
here,
around,
so-
and
John and
yeah.
I went to high school together, and
Yeah.
yeah, so
Nice.
this is my hometown. So
Yeah.
Now people,
we're going to go over next door, and I'm going to talk about the old John Deere dealership, and I grew up in that building as a kid, you know. So
Yeah.
yeah, and I actually cleaned, I cleaned them warehouses out back there when a little kid and swept them out, and we'll cover that when we get back there.
So I haven't quite caught your name.
Danny Anderson.
Danny?
Yep. Nice to
Pleased
meet you.
meet you there, Danny.
Nice to meet you.
How's the weather up there?
It's good. Yep. Today it's beautiful. I'm from Minnesota. Greg and I live about 20 minutes apart.
We're neighbors
I'm
up
in
there.
Pine Island. He's in Rochester. So
now people want tours here in Elkader at the facility. Just is it on the Moina website or?
it's on the Legacy Center. They
Legacy
have a
Center?
full site that they can set up.
So if they Google Legacy
like-
Caterpillar Legacy Center Elkader, Iowa, you'll find it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. The Earth Moving Legacy Center.
And if groups or organizations want a tour, just the best way to just reach out to you guys through the
Yeah,
website.
I think, like you say, just go on the site there,
Okay.
Earth Moving Legacy Center site, and it'll give you all the information that you need in order to set something up.
Okay.
Be more than happy to bring through either small groups or big
Yeah.
groups or whatever.
Well, thank you for what you're doing and giving back your time to help educate people on the history. It's a fantastic facility, and yeah, it's just a treat to be here.
Yeah, glad to have you.
All right. Thanks much.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
So you can see these must be getting ready to be restored because
Sure.
they got brand new tires on them. These are probably next, unless he's going to leave them this way. I don't know. I haven't talked to John directly, but
Boy, I've seen a lot of 12 graders sold
I
at
have a
auction
model.
over the
I
years.
actually have a model 212 road
212?
grader,
Okay.
1953 model that I actually use.
Nice.
It runs excellent. I
Yeah.
use it on
70,
some dirt. We use it
70
at the
plus
tractor
years
pull.
old,
Yeah.
still get her done.
Yeah. So once again, quality.
Yeah.
This stuff. You
Yeah.
can see the
Just beautiful.
quality of the restorations on these is beyond perfect. And they clear coated this one, I see. This is the same clear coat I put on Old Brownie, my old truck out there. This is what they call a hot rod clear coat.
Okay.
So obviously I know what they did because I do the same thing. So that's an original one in its original work clothes, and then they washed it and cleaned it, probably lightly scuffed it, and
Yeah.
then sprayed it with clear coat.
See, that originalness is
They're
something,
only
isn't it?
original ones.
That's
Yep.
correct. Yeah. I mean, it's
Yeah.
wonderful to see them both like this side by side, restored and original. It
Yeah.
is super cool.
It's not too often that you get them.
Right. Right.
So yeah, you can see the quality of work here when you can see yourself in the
Yeah.
in the blade. You know,
Exactly.
it's pretty nice. Yeah, beyond nice. These are some more. Here's a 40, number 40, they call it. And I believe what that meant is that's what they had for power.
You can hold it to a chalk line.
There you go. That says it all right there.
Wow. Yeah, just totally impressive facility, folks. You got to sometime find your way to Elkader, Iowa here, and just, it's like I said, it's just a joy to be around these machines.
Military dozer.
Hey, you know, it's funny the number of times when I post things about dozers selling at auction or something, or Jeeps or stuff like that, that a lot of the comments are about my dad or my whatever ran that when they were in the service.
Yep.
And yeah, it's just part of our history that on the farm, building our country, but then also in the military.
Right.
So,
Yep.
what we got in here now?
This is this guy is one of the restoration guys or the paint guys. I just met him this morning, Ryan.
Okay.
Talked to him down at the showgrounds, and he's.
So we got 50 foot of.
So that's right in your
they do.
wheelhouse on the
Yeah,
whole
I'm the restoration guy. I told him how many I've done, and I did my last customer paint job here this spring, 1066 that we finished up for a guy that we started last fall. Had 36,616 hours on it. Went over to Madison, Wisconsin to
Nice.
Jerry Tierney of Tierney Farms.
Okay.
Yeah.
Changing times.
Changing time. So that one was number 437 that I've done in my career. And
That was your 437th resto?
yeah, and
Wow.
I'm cutting
What was the
back.
first one you did?
656 hydro down right here in Elkader at Romberg Implement.
So you went to work at Romberg when you were like in high school? High school.
Senior in high school. I had on-the-job training down here.
So, and you were, how many years ago did you
17
work there?
years. I was 17 years old when I started there. Yep.
17.
And the hour meter's about to trip 63 here pretty quick. So
I'm chasing you, brother.
yeah.
So those first, when you were a young guy, those first farm malls, internationals coming in to work on, what do you remember about those days?
Oh, geez, it was a big deal. We had a lot of, you know, I grew up with international tractors and
Yeah.
John Deere too. Dad had some John Deeres,
Yeah.
but, you know, just being mechanically inclined, I guess, you know, I overhauled my
Right.
first motor when I was in 4th grade. I took a Briggs & Stratton off a garden tiller my grandpa gave me. He said, if you can make that run, you can have it. Well, guess what? I got
You
it.
got to run it.
And I took the
Nice.
motor all apart. Got rings for it down at
Yeah.
the shop here in Elkader at the Royal Products, and I
Wow.
put rings in that. I was in 4th grade. And I cleaned the carburetor and I put it together and I took the flywheel off and filed the points, and I got the darn thing to start and run. And
Wow.
I was like, wow, this is pretty
Your
cool.
grandpa was pretty proud.
I'm in.
Yeah.
And now look at all the stuff I've wrecked in the
Folks,
last.
this is why I love hanging out with Danny. A lifetime farming and equipment. The stories are just so
So
fun.
this area that you're looking at here was the original Mehe Implement Company,
Okay.
John Deere dealership. I can see some guys here doing some work over here. I'm not sure what they're up to, but yeah. So this was their workshop, and they have now converted this into the museum area. But as a kid, I was in this building, grew up with my friend Darren, and yeah, those guys fixed John Deere's. I've been
Going
out here
to
since I
the-
was a little kid.
Going to the John Deere implement with Dad or the International, that's big stuff as a kid, isn't it?
It was.
Tagging
Yeah.
along. Yeah.
Yeah. Can remember going to Romberg's and coming out here and
Yeah. And what
Yeah.
was the golf store or the Elkader golf course again? The John Deere, was it a
720 my father-in-law bought used from Mehe's, the guys that owned this.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I don't think they were out here yet. I think they were still downtown.
Okay.
They didn't have this built. They built this in the late 60s.
Oh, the old
I
Main
think.
Street dealership that was
Yeah,
small. Yeah.
they were downtown,
Right.
and then John Mehe had brought my father-in-law, Jim Stoffel, out to the golf course, and he let him test drive this 720. When they were
Oh,
building
yeah,
the
yeah.
golf course, they were disking the fairways with it, and Jim told me here not too long ago he couldn't get it until October 1st.
Oh,
and he needed it for, you know, fall work, and he had to wait till October 1.
Waiting for that new 720? Wow.
Yeah, it was a used one, but it was
Yeah.
fairly new, I guess,
Right.
because the 4010s come out, what, in 62 or 3?
Yeah, right. He loved the demo and he was ready to
Yeah.
rock with it. That's awesome.
So yeah, so this is, they've just converted this here in the last year or two, built all these dividers in here, and they got all this history in here. It's really neat.
I love
these old ads.
the vintage ads. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really, because now you're talking about the machines, plus you're just taking us back. Like
And how cool is this right here? I want to find out whether I should own a Caterpillar.
a Caterpillar track type tractor.
What size is your farm? Present
Right.
power, you know.
Name, RFD, town, county.
How is that? How cool is that?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, and here's the guy here. He needed a cat. He got one.
He got a cat, getting her done. A
Yeah.
true Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
Wow. The crossover between ag and construction equipment, Danny, I mean, you know, you've lived it, but I see it.
You know, around here so much, I don't, you know, I'm probably too young for that, but I don't remember anybody doing farm work with crawlers. But you go to California,
Yeah.
and our
different
friends
ballgame.
out there that I got to meet a lot of guys in Northwest California. There's guys out there still running cats they pull discs with them and they do orchard stuff with them. And
Right.
I mean, it's a totally different deal. And when you get to California, you find parts out there off their old crawlers that aren't all beat up. Around here, they were in, you know, they bulldoze with them. So
Right.
they're trees and rocks, and
right.
they're just way more beat up than if you find something out in California.
Interesting.
So
Interesting
yeah,
perspective.
I've actually brought home some parts for some of my dad's dozers from California, because you can't find them around here.
So how many dozers did your dad?
He had two. He run two for this construction company here in town, J.C. Costigan.
Is your dad still around, Danny?
No, he passed away 14 years ago,
Okay.
2011.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the guy that he worked for was Clark Costigan, and they had a construction company, and Dad started there in '59.
Okay.
And then he worked for him until, I don't know, '69, '70 when Clark quit the construction business.
Not to put you on the spot or whatever, but I mean, your dad must have been pretty proud of what you
Oh,
built
yeah.
and what you did over the years.
He'd probably be shaking his head at me right now.
Oh, Dad.
You darn fool, you spend all that money on all this stuff, but hey, it's fun. I
Right,
enjoy it.
right.
And I wouldn't be
Right.
down here if I didn't enjoy
And
it.
you get outreach from folks all over the world just with questions on particular models.
Oh,
or
absolutely. Yeah,
advice.
guys call me. Sometimes
In fact,
I gotta
before
just-
we started recording, a guy was asking about restoring his, 5088?
Yeah, well, he was working on one doing transmission in it. Yeah,
Yeah.
one of my old coworkers. So,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
well,
get calls all the time. I
you've
try to
lived
help
it.
people with stuff that I know, and if I don't, I tell them right up, I don't know. I can't.
Right. Right.
I'm not gonna tell somebody something
Yeah.
that's not true.
Shoot them straight. That's the,
Yeah,
that's the right
exactly.
way.
So yeah, this is a pipe layer for setting pipe in trench. You know, like when they're doing
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
These are side mounted. They got big weights on the other side, so they keep them from tipping over. And yeah, here's a brush rake for doing timber work. After you doze, you can run through with this blade that pulls up all the tree roots. And,
Wow.
and here's a unmolested military dozer that's basically, I think, about brand new.
Look at that.
I mean, and you can look at it and see that it hasn't been run very much because of, first of all, these are all these shields and stuff I'm talking about.
Yep.
None of this stuff is wrecked, and they clear coated this one too, obviously, so it's really neat, but got the seats all redone with the old military green on them, and you know, toolboxes
yeah,
and
look at that.
filters in here and everything. It's just really cool. And these do run and work, you know. So yeah, and the little scrapers on here, and just an amazing.
Yeah, and again, the detail, the imagery, the messaging, telling a story of our, you know, one of the most amazing companies in the world, Caterpillar, and who they are and what.
Yep, right there. There the guys are, military guys running dozers right there. Our dad didn't run a dozer in the military, but he run after he got out of the military. Then he worked here in town for running that dozer that we'll see here after a while.
Oh, what do I spy through these windows? Oh, that's
This is
parked outside.
there's an Alice. John's dad or grandpa actually started with some Alice Chalmers equipment back way back in the day.
CJ.
Yep, and then they went to Cat. This, I think, because of service. You know, he had Ziegler Cat right in Postville.
Okay.
So yeah, I remember going up there with Dad getting parts, and they're still in that same building in Postville, and they're building a brand new facility just on the edge of town. You've probably seen that today. when
Postville,
you
what
drove
is that,
down.
like a half hour from here?
Yeah, yep, about a half hour from here.
It's kind of a very vibrant in this northeast Iowa area.
Right.
The things that came out of here.
Yeah.
You know, people and companies like Moina and guys like you.
Started.
Yeah, there's just I don't know what it is. What do you think that is about northeast Iowa and the history of farming and
I
equipment?
don't know. I mean, this is what I grew up in. I don't know what
Yeah.
just the life that we learned and did.
Yeah.
And,
I had a friend years ago who told me that Northeast Iowa had the highest concentration of the raw number of dealerships back in the day.
There's a lot here
in this
in
area.
these little towns like Farmersburg and
Right.
St. Olaf and Elkader and Guttenberg and you know, Monona and Postville. They all had dealers, you know, I mean, and not just one. They had multiple dealers in these towns.
And then on the auction side too, many great auction companies with deep roots in this area, and our area too, up in Minnesota, Gailing and those folks, Mering and Hamilton. But yeah, this is spectacular, Danny. Okay, so now
we'll go up.
There's more to see.
What's that?
There's more to see here.
Oh, geez, yeah, we haven't even touched it. If you look out that back window out there, you can kind of see the.
Is that the boneyard?
That's a boneyard out back. So yeah, if you're ever looking for some stuff that you maybe can't find, that would be you get a hold of these guys. If you pan around over there, you can kind of see there's a lot of stuff out here. We'll go out there next. As soon as we get done in here, we'll run out for a quick
That's actually quite a shot. The boneyard and these little bluffs down here northeast.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool little setting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a beautiful area out here.
Oh.
So this thing's really neat. One of the employees, I believe, built this for him.
Okay.
This is a working model display of what they do. So, and I think this is upgraded. They might have two of these. I'm not sure. I haven't seen this one. I don't recall this mining thing. They got all the construction equipment in here. And
Right.
beautiful workmanship in this case. It's
A lot of love went into that.
there's a lot of time in that,
Yes.
as you can see here. Yeah.
Getting her done.
They're getting her done. Yeah,
That is super cool.
yeah.
Super cool.
So then if you come up here, I think this is their little retail center.
Sure.
This was their showroom, parts room when this was John Deere.
Okay.
And my brother bought a brand new 2840 John Deere from, I think it was Cordy Implement then.
Okay.
But that tractor sat right here. It was parked right here facing
here.
that way.
Right here.
I remember coming
Family
out here to
history.
see it when it came in. So
Nice.
yeah, and the
It's
parts.
not still in the family, is it?
He does still have it. My brother Greg
nice.
or Mike still owns it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
He runs it and farms with it.
I
so.
love these old ads. Wilmer, Minnesota. That's 30 miles from where I grew up.
you
Midwest
go.
Tractor and Equipment.
Right there.
That is beyond cool.
Yeah. So this is, I think this part here they're starting to do where you can come in here and buy stuff. This is a retail store, so
Very nice.
they got stuff here. So
Christmas gifts, birthday gifts,
got it
all
all.
kinds of good stuff.
And then you're going to the east or west of there.
I guess we'll go around this way.
Sure.
Greg.
Yes.
Okay, where from that?
When I north, south, east, we
You can see
are probably.
their 100-year anniversary stuff here.
The main highway goes east
The
and
main,
west.
the main highway goes east and west. We are.
You collect toys and toy tractors?
I got
Dan?
an international collection of stuff. I have my 560 that I got for my I think first birthday or second. I still have that, and then all the way up to when I left Case IH. I quit buying them after that in 1997. I got a couple that a friend of ours passed away, and I bought some of their toys, so I got a few newer ones, but I got 120 of them sitting around.
Oh, nice.
This is pretty cool. This is a gold setup deal, so
Nice.
very neat.
Whataburger and.
CJ Moina and Sons, 1947.
There you go. And the old Alice
Yep.
knows her cats, obviously. But
Is that Al sitting out the window there? Is
this
that
one, I'm
the
not sure if
one?
that's the one that was. Well, it's not the dozer, but it's one like it.
Okay, gotcha.
We can go outside here and we'll take a quick look at that.
Because that's, this is,
Morning.
morning.
Katie,
Okay, Anderson, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
This is Greg Peterson, Machinery Pete.
Hi, nice
Nice
to
to
meet
meet
you.
So we're
Katie.
doing a little walk and interview.
Very
This is my
cool.
neighbor girl.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, Katie, do you live
She
here now?
works here for Moinas.
From
Yep.
Moina. Okay.
I
She just
handle-
came back from Florida.
Yep, I handle all the Florida and Texas job sites.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Danny told me about the event and the center here, and what a treat to get an
It's
inside look.
incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long have you worked for Moina?
Well, I used to operate equipment when I was younger.
Nice.
And then I left for a few years and worked for Caterpillar.
Okay.
And then I was a teacher for a little while. And now I'm back here.
Hey,
So
that's an American career. I
They're
love
in
it.
Florida. Her husband runs one of the crews down in Florida.
Yep.
Very cool.
And now
When
he's
you
the
guys just come back, what, this spring? Or last? Yeah,
June.
in June.
Yeah,
They just
in
moved
June.
back. So
Just
her,
move back.
Katie, and their son Hayden just come back, and then
Okay.
Nick is now they're done in Florida with that project, and they just moved down to Texas.
Texas.
Okay.
So yeah.
Now the equipment that you ran, did you have a favorite machine that you ran?
Oh, I just ran John Deere tractor.
Oh, hey,
Hey, we're in the
crossing
old
all
John Deere
color
dealership.
lines.
Can't say
That's
that
okay.
as a Caterpillar. but-
Danny's a red guy, and this is an old John Deere dealership facility, Caterpillar, 100-year history. I love it. We're
And
swimming
Greg
it
grew
all
up in
together.
a John Deere dealership in western
Oh,
Minnesota.
nice.
So
Yeah.
his
Very
dad owned the
cool.
dealership, right? Your dad owned it.
Yep,
The
yep.
dealership. Yeah. So,
Yep, back in the
That's
mid-'60s,
great.
Benson, Minnesota. So,
Yep.
but this is a spectacular facility, and just
It's amazing.
I told him he ain't seen nothing yet. We had to come out here first.
Oh, yeah.
We did a little introduction
You just
downtown.
wait until later.
Yeah.
And the fireworks are gonna come, I think.
Yeah.
awesome.
So
Nice to meet
should
you.
we run over into the restoration center? Is that open, or can we go in there? Or not? Can we go
I
through?
don't believe it
Okay.
is active.
Then we'll go outside. We're gonna do a quick shootout back here.
I'll need to catch up with you before
Yeah.
you.
All right.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Enjoy.
Now, Greg, you look at this scraper here.
Here, Danny, this
This loader, yeah.
I just-
That's what you hook log
but
chain in there. You rip
that's
it. This is,
it's been
this
getting
is-
her done.
It's been getting it done. Look at this thing, okay? This little scraper. And when we get downtown, I'm going to walk you around the new scraper. I want you to look at this. You know, tires.
Right,
What this held, what? 3-4 yards of dirt? I don't know.
right,
Not very much.
right.
And then we're going to show you some scrapers downtown. You will be
Where we're
shocked.
at today.
Yeah. So come on out here. So this has normally got equipment parked here, but they've hauled a lot of this stuff downtown for
Sure.
the show area down
For the
there.
show.
Obviously, they got some folks staying here in their campers.
Sure.
This building on the left, it says Caterpillar. You can see in that green. That building's full of military.
Military.
And then the other warehouse over there, that's got from old to, I don't know what year, in the 40s maybe, from the
Okay.
littlest to the biggest. So
Okay.
that building's normally plumb full of stuff too.
Okay.
So that's something else to see. Those warehouses, when I was a little kid, was out here at John Deere, my friend Darren and I.
Yep.
His dad had us, the older cousins moved the stuff out with a forklift,
Okay.
and me and Darren swept that building out. We got done, we come back up here and get Pat, his dad. He'd walk down there and he'd say, "That looks good, boys. Sweep her again." We were just little kids in grade school. So we sweep it all again. We get
Yeah.
done with it and we go back up, we
Yeah.
get Pat. He comes back down, he looks at it and he goes, "That looks good, boys. Now come and get the vacuum cleaner and I want you to vacuum around all the posts in there." So that's where, when I'm fussy, that's where it comes
That's where
from.
it comes from.
Just so
right.
you know.
I
So
love
this
it.
is the, I guess you would call it their salvage yard.
Sure.
So there's equipment in here that'll come in and get restored, like this old side dump trailer or whatever. I don't know what their plans are. I haven't
Right.
talked to anybody about
Right.
it, but I mean,
Right.
there's just a lot of cool stuff here that
Right.
John will pick up stuff. And then when it comes here, either A, it'll come in and get restored and get put in a museum, or, you know, they sell parts off stuff. And
Right.
this tractor that's sitting right over here that looks like a tractor,
Yep.
that thing with the tracks on it, that's their very first one that they built, hand built,
Hand built.
for pulling those scrapers.
Wow.
So that thing's done a lot of work, and that's the original
Again, a
prototype
little
that they
piece of
built.
history, a prototype.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yep, exactly. So you can kind of see, and there's the old Alice Chalmers Dozer. That's what John's grandpa started with, I believe,
Okay.
from what I understand.
Okay.
I remember them dozers being out there when I was a little kid, but I remember more of the Caterpillar stuff because my dad run Cat equipment.
So when you were growing up, so John is roughly your age?
He's 2 years older than me.
Okay.
We went to high school together. His sister Tina and I graduated together.
So John's dad. there
John's
was-
dad, Jack.
Jack.
Yep. And Jerry
Okay.
were his uncle. And
Okay.
yeah, we grew up around all them guys. And yeah, pretty neat.
This is a beautiful area here. If you haven't been to Northeast Iowa, pretty flat most of the Minnesota, which I love flat. I grew up there, but I do love coming down here and the ground rolls a little bit and you get these bluffs.
Yeah,
This must be just
beautiful
spectacular
area.
here in
There's-
another
there's a
month.
little
That'll all be.
Pony Creek is back there, and that runs up to St. Olaf, up this hollow here. And,
Okay.
this is where they do all the restoration work is done in this part of the facility here.
Okay.
This is that last part of the building that they built back in the day when it was John Deere.
Sure.
But you can see what they got going on in there. There's projects going on
Right.
non-stop in here. So
Right.
you can kind of see they're doing a grader now. So
Well, Danny, man, thank you for. You told me how awesome it was. Thank you for giving me the tour. Now
we'll go downtown and I'll show you some other stuff in the
show.
working area. We'll get that covered.
Okay, folks, buckle up. We ain't done yet. Okay, folks, we've climbed atop the showgrounds here, and quite a sight here Friday morning, first day of the 3-day event celebrating Caterpillar's 100-year anniversary. And we ran into a friend here, Andy Kane. Andy, thank you for bringing us up here. And you said you just retired. You had 47 years working for
C.J. Moina and Sons.
C.J. Moina and Sons, okay. And of course, that company has grown tremendously over the years. You were employee number 11?
Yes.
47 years you worked for them.
Yep.
Okay. And as you look down on some of these machines, these were some of the ones that you first worked on back in the day?
Yep. Welding and running and operating and everything.
Yeah. What were some of the model numbers that you remember, your first ones, Andy?
Like the cable units, like the D7
Yep.
E's, and then mostly the 631 C's.
Okay. 631. A lot of good memories?
Oh yeah. Ate a lot of dirt.
You ate a lot of dirt,
Did
yeah.
you guys get one of them over down in San Jim? Yeah, you or Mark?
And Danny, you guys kind of grew up together.
Yeah, we're all neighbors.
Nice.
Married to one of our next door neighbor girls.
Nice.
So, yeah.
And folks, I'll just do a little pan shot here, but this is just amazing setup.
This building right here is the one that they just finished last summer, fall. This is new. This is the new C.J. Moina construction company's shop. That's
Okay.
the main shop that they do all their repair stuff
Okay.
out of. And then the other facilities down there, A, B, F, and C, and D, them are all the mobile track
Okay.
buildings. Yeah.
And what we have down here, the little testing ground, they're going to be doing demos throughout the
they'll
weekend,
they'll be down here pushing dirt. Yep.
pushing dirt, getting her done. So that'll be all Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
There'll be a lot of dirt gets moved down here.
Okay.
Which it ain't a real big area, but there'll be a lot of dirt being
Lot
moved
of
around,
dirt, right.
pushed around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you told me it was a pretty impressive setup, Danny, and wow, that's true. And Andy, we were driving up here in the UTV, and you pointed out where they had John has set up some prototypes, right, from back in the day.
Yep.
So it's just history all over the event here. Now, are you going to get your dozer down in there, Danny?
Yeah, it'll be in there today.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll probably
Nice.
have to go down to it and do a little walk around. It's sitting right down there. by
Okay.
that guy with a red shirt down there. The one pointing that way, head of that D9. that's all
Okay,
painted.
we will get up close to it, Danny. And but again, folks, Elkader is a beautiful community. And as Danny and I were driving over from the exposition center, stopped to talk to a number of folks. There was a cat salesman from St. Louis, spent his whole career in sales. Everywhere we go, people like Andy, all 47 years in business, all congregating here in Elkader, Iowa, today, tomorrow, and Sunday for the 100-year celebration Caterpillar. So, Danny, let's go get a look at that dozer of yours.
We'll run down there.
All right, folks, we are down on the ground now, the field testing area, where the machines will be running all today, Saturday and Sunday. Get up close to these Caterpillar machines of our past, our history. And Danny, this D6, this is yours.
Yeah. Yep. It was our dad's. He worked for the contractor here in town, J.C. Costigan,
Okay.
for many years, and then these dozers got retired to his farm operation after he quit the construction business in
Okay.
like 1970 or something.
Okay.
So then this dozer was just a farm dozer, and then when my dad passed away, I decided I tried to chase that down, and I got a hold of the the original owner that my dad worked for, I got a hold of his children,
Okay.
his oldest son, and then I was able to buy back both.
Oh, so you had to find it.
Well, I knew where they were at. They were at
Your
their
dad
farm,
worked
but
on
my
these.
dad worked for him till 70, and then
Okay.
their dad and my dad are gone, and so
Right.
I had to find their kids
Right.
to try to find out if I could buy this dozer. I thought it was already gone.
You had to do a little dozer
So I did
CSI.
a little, about 4.5 years it took me, and I tracked down, and they said, yeah, go ahead and look at them.
Wow.
Give us an offer on them, and I hadn't been around them for 30 years.
Right.
So
When did you get it back?
I got it back. I think it was 9 years ago when I had my knees redone. So
And how did
I
that
think that's
feel
how-
when you
Oh,
finally
really
acquired
good.
it?
Yeah, I got them both home, and I was like, jackpot.
Nice.
So then we restored both of them. The other one we keep at our farm, our neighbor's farm outside of town here, out at Dave Kabuska's farm.
Okay.
And their farm borders ours, so we keep it there and use it. And then this one is in Minnesota. I keep it at our shop at
Okay, in Pine Island,
Dirt
yeah.
Mills there. So yeah.
So
we rebuilt the whole thing 3 years ago when we come down here for the 75th anniversary of Moina construction. They had
okay.
They had the same type of deal going
Right.
on. So.
And how do you feel when you're up on that thing running? Are you channeling your dad's vibe as when your dad was a young guy?
Yeah. Other than when you drive a new D6N, like a newer one, mine's an 03, but
Yeah.
you operate that and then you get on this and it's like, oh boy. So you appreciate what these guys went through back in the day.
Right. Right.
He'd sit on that thing for 12, 14 hours a day. I don't know.
Wow.
A little kid, I was the first dozer I ever rode on was this
Yeah.
one.
There's no refrigerator. There's no visual screen.
There ain't no nothing.
Yeah.
It just works. Yeah.
It just works, right? Yeah. So you'll be having your
I'll
D6
be
out.
operating this out here today.
Okay.
Soon
And
we
the
get-
event here, I mean, again, amazing. They, you have a VIP area over here. People watching, getting up close, seeing
Another
and
thing
hearing
is,
them.
yeah, if there's something here that you're an experienced operator, you can come over and guys will come over. Hey, do you care if I run your dozer? And I let them run it.
Nice.
So it's really cool. And I mean, obviously you're not going to throw somebody out here that doesn't know what they're
Right.
doing. They can't do that just for liability.
What
but-
kind of feedback do you get when some guy or gal comes up and they're like, "Hey, can I run your D6?" They must be smiling when they hop
Oh, yeah.
off.
And then I'd say you've run one before, right? First question.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Don't wreck it.
Exactly. Don't
Yeah.
wreck it. Right,
Yeah.
right.
So yeah, it's a lot of fun, and
Yeah.
obviously you can see these guys are out here they're moving dirt. We'll get doing some blade work here after a while. We're kind of just running them scrapers right now.
So is it are the demos going on all day, all 3 days?
3 days, yep.
All
All
3
day
days.
today, tomorrow, and Sunday, yep.
Okay.
And whatever we do here over the 2 days, then on day 3 we'll put it all back the way it was, so we'll be back to a flat surface here again. So,
Hey, putting her back like it was. And,
Yeah.
and again, tons of history, all these machines out here. Very, very cool.
so yeah.
And every one of those has a story, right? You
Oh, absolutely.
talk to the owner of them.
This guy just drove this in. They came here from New Hampshire.
New Hampshire?
I just talked to him this morning. He hauled that dozer here from New Hampshire. This
Wow.
old crawler.
That's a long way from Northeast
It's
Iowa.
a long ways away. Yep.
Yeah, well,
but a
that's-
huge show. Like you said, there's people here from all over the world.
Right.
So.
Andy, when we were driving down in the Gator there, he was saying he was pointing out some guys were out here scraping and said they were from. Did you say Austria
Yeah.
or just
Australia.
unbelievable. Australia.
Yeah.
Okay.
And New Zealand.
New
They
Zealand.
were here and helped finish up that 660 scraper over there. That big
Oh, they were working on it,
660.
getting it ready.
They
Okay.
just restored that whole thing.
Wow.
And those guys were here helping get it all final stuff, get it all put together.
Well, again, I mean Caterpillar all around the world
Yeah.
helping.
They built a lot of stuff over the years.
Right.
And good
right,
stuff.
Right. Right.
Yeah, very good quality. So
Well,
we'll run down and we'll look at some other stuff here quick.
Okay, sounds great. Thanks, Danny, and thanks for getting us up close to the D6.
You bet.
Love it.
Thank you.
Well, folks, as we move around here today, this great 3-day event, of course, the machines, great fun to be up close to, but I tell you, it's the people you meet, whether it's auctions or events like this. And Danny, we got a special family here with Moina Construction, don't we? We've got Jason Marmon and his wife Christine, and sons. We got Donnie in the back and Daniel. And Jason, you have how many years with
August would have been 31 years working for John.
working for John Moina? Okay. And you're from the Elkader area, did you say?
Just a little north. I grew up in Farmersburg.
Okay. And you're equipment manager?
Yes.
Okay, so with an outfit like CJ Moina and Sons, you're so big in all the things you're doing. when you say equipment manager, describe that title to me a little bit and what you do on a basis here.
It varies here probably more than most places. I get to do and wear a lot of hats, but anything to do with the equipment, buying, selling, maintaining, repairing, that kind of stuff.
Okay, love it. And Donnie and Daniel, how about you guys now? You're following in Dad's footsteps?
Not so much on the management side, but I was a field mechanic for 9 years. Then I come back to the shop as a mechanic, and then the last 2 I've been doing mechanicking, and then I've also been doing a lot of machining work, line boring, lathe, mill, that kind of stuff.
Okay. What's it like working for CJ Moina?
I couldn't think of a better place to work. It's about as family oriented as it gets.
And we get a lot of variety. Every day is different.
There isn't one day that's the same as the other.
How about you, Daniel?
I started out after high school, greased and changed oil. Then I got into equipment operating, then got into the weld and fab side of things.
Okay. And what do you love about working for CJ Moina?
The heavy equipment, something different every day.
All right. And on that topic is something different. Danny here, our friend Danny Anderson, was telling me, Jason setting me up, that when you started, to talk about those early days, you're out doing, it wasn't all new equipment back then.
No, most of the fleet, the haul units were 70s. We had some few early 80s. Push cats were in the 70s. Fill dozers were in the 70s. So yeah, we repaired it where it laid. If it broke down, lost an engine, transmission, final drive, we did it in the field.
Now Danny, you were telling me that our friend Jason here rented a farm shop one time?
Yeah, that's what he was telling me. He needed a place to work out of the weather.
Got to get
Went
the
to
job
the guy's
done.
farm and asked him if he could rent his machine shed.
How did that conversation go, Jason?
You know, the people we worked around were very, very good, accommodating. I mean, we actually had a farmer who was a neighbor where we were working down in Macokota. Once a week, he cooked for the crew. His wife, I mean, they were appreciative of us and what we brought to town and that. But yeah, you go in and ask the farmer if you could borrow some space in the machine shed. Usually the next day you came in, it was cleaned out, swept, and ready for you. So.
Now, Christine, question for you. 2 sons, Jason. You have probably had a lot of Caterpillar equipment discussions at the dinner table.
Oh, absolutely. Sometimes
you were cool with that?
Well, sometimes we have to stop the word discussion, but yes. Yes,
has to be a line in his head somewhere, right?
That's right.
This is the ones that we don't talk about. So in the early days, we worked 7 days a week. Daniel was too young, but she would bring Donnie out to the job, bring fresh clothes, some cash, stay overnight, and the next day they would go back. Donnie usually spent some time on the dozer out in the field while they were there, but yeah, we didn't come home all the time, but they put up with a lot at home, taking care of it.
Spent a lot of weekends on their own.
You guys have lived it.
We have lived it.
For their whole life.
Yeah, but getting the job done, keeping people running, getting whatever the task is, you guys getting it done. It's so fun to be up around this machinery here. And Donnie, you were telling me you've been helping some folks that came over from Australia to the event?
Yep. So
And they 3 or 4 of them or something?
There's 5 of them.
5, okay. They've been here a couple weeks?
Yeah, it's at least 2, if not 3, yeah.
Working on a 660?
666.
666.
Yep, the 666 restoration. They've been posting on YouTube. They've been helping us. And them guys, without them, I don't think we would have gotten it done on time. Those guys know them things in and out, and they helped us.
And they work all day.
They did. They were here right with us.
So they're they worked with a contractor in Australia? Is that their background?
They are the contractors.
They are the contractor. Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it shows you the passion for Caterpillar, and but again, there's the machine part, and then there's the people part. You guys have lived it. Thank you for what you've done for all your clients, and again, great company, CJ Moina. Employing people here in Elkader, Iowa, great stuff. And hey, hats off for this event you guys are putting on here. This is spectacular.
Yeah,
I know it's not something you throw together in a week, is it?
No, but that tells you John's passion.
Right.
That's for the industry, and you got to see the Legacy Center, and that's John.
Right. Awesome. Thanks much, guys. Great to meet you.
Thank you.
Okay, folks. Again, history all over here. We got prototypes here, right, Danny?
Yeah, exactly. So these are the exact prototype tractors that Cat, when they built the Challenger tractor. So there they are.
There they are.
Right there in their work clothes.
Wow. The Cat Batmobile.
There you have it. Yeah.
Man.
Obviously, it's similar to
Right.
of a
Right.
tractor. That
But
used to
and the
be silver.
prototype thing, that's got to ring pretty close to your heart with on the IH side.
That's where it all starts right here. Stuff like this.
Right.
Yep. Very cool.
Yeah, amazing to have one. Yeah, look at this, folks, man. Talk history right here. The old Holt Combine right next to the,
I'm in Iowa.
there you go, Fent Ideal.
Yeah, I'm
Today
down here till Sunday.
and yesterday. Just awesome. All right, folks, again, the fun of an event like this, 3-day thing in Elkader, Iowa, it's the people you meet. Man, we have some folks here that came a long way. I'm talking Australia and New Zealand to be here today. They've actually been over here for over a week. We'll get in close and do some introductions here. We got Steve, right?
Steve McNay,
Steve
McNay Contractors.
And you just celebrated your 40-year business anniversary with McNay in Brisbane, Australia.
Correct. Yeah.
Well, Steve, congrats on 40 years.
Thank you, sir.
And we'll just finish the introductions here. Now we have Vic.
Yep.
And Vic, your contracting company is?
Yeah, I'm Vic Draper, Draper's Earth Moving from Wellington, New Zealand.
Wellington, New Zealand.
These got about 40 years. I've been 43 years.
43?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love it, Vic. Now, who do we have here? This is?
I started working for their dad.
Okay.
Probably, 36 years ago? 35 years ago.
And what is your name, sir?
Kevin.
Kevin. Okay. So you started working for Steve's dad.
That's right.
Okay. And here we have Chris. Last name, Chris?
Chris Hooper.
Chris Hooper. And are you with Steve?
No, I'm C&J Machinery.
C&J Machinery from where?
From Yeppoon, Queensland.
What was the name of the town again?
Yeppoon.
Yeppoon. How do you spell Yeppoon?
Y-E-E-P-O-O-N.
Yeppoon, New Zealand. What is something our Machinery PD audience should know about Yeppoon, New Zealand?
Yeppoon, Queensland.
Oh, Queensland. Oh,
Queensland.
sorry, Queensland. Okay.
Yeah, I'm about 8 hours north of these guys.
Okay. And here we have Paul.
McNay.
And Paul, your business?
McNay Contractors.
McNay, here with McNay. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you guys have all been here. When did you guys come over?
Originally we came Memorial Day last year. Met up with all the guys here, Justin and John.
Okay.
And
with Moina Construction?
With Moina's,
okay.
Yeah. Through the Legacy Centre. They were kind enough to invite us up here to give them a hand with their show, and
okay.
The Anzac forces have joined shoulder to shoulder with Uncle Sam to get this done.
I love it. I love it. And so again, you guys, over a week, you've been working on some of the machines, getting them ready.
Yes, we have.
Is it a 661? Did I hear, or what have you guys been working on?
666.
What now?
The 666.
Oh, the 666. 666. Right. And so, what's it like coming over to America here for an event like this, 100-year of Caterpillar history?
It's fantastic. The people are wonderful. Couldn't have hoped for better hospitality. We're very, very pleased to be here, and we hope we can make a good contribution to what's going on.
Oh, you guys are. You've got people on the grounds here talking about you guys and how far you've come.
I know, everywhere we go they talk about it.
You guys go down Elkader to get something to eat. They must like your guys.
They know us.
See, we have our Minnesota, Iowa accents, but you guys are great. We need to find an auction sometime down under to come film for our TV show. That would be fun.
There you do.
So what is it? You guys have had a lifetime in the business. I'm struck in an event like this. You get up close to the history and the machines, but it's also the people that you meet from all over the world. Like Vic, I'm sure your connections and the people you meet, it must be pretty powerful.
Oh, absolutely. I'll tell you what, you get involved with the likes of this, and it doesn't matter where you go, you just meet great people and make a lot of friendships. It's just awesome, really.
Right. And how have you found America here?
I love it.
Couple weeks.
Just love it. Enjoy coming here every time, seeing what you people do, how you go about it, exchanging different ideas, looking at various things.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
And Chris, what are your thoughts on coming over to Northeast Iowa here?
Like, it's beautiful. Beautiful part of the country, beautiful people. Everybody just mucks in together. I've been working with the Diggler guys, local fitters and mechanics, and the camaraderie and the help you get, nothing is too hard.
Well, Paul, don't you think when you get together like this, the things we can learn from each other, another contractor, another whatever, or customers, how they're used on the farm? I mean, there's stories behind all these machines, right?
That's correct. very interesting stories too, what's more.
Now, what are some of the first machines that you remember working on or selling or doing jobs with, Paul?
D7 Caterpillars.
D7, good old trusty D7s.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, how about you?
Yeah, the first sort of machinery, I was international coming from the UK, but then I've worked in the coal mining industries. I've been big graders, D11s, all that sort of stuff.
Big, massive machinery.
And I've got a passion for the old stuff.
Yeah.
You know, my company, we restore a lot of the older 1920 sort of Caterpillar stuff.
What is it about the older machines that calls you?
It's just the pure simplicity. And a lot of the skills that were used to build them are long gone now. And when you try and revitalise that, and you know, do how they did 100 years ago, that's what makes me feel good.
Right, I love it. Well, these machines and the people who ran them helped build our world today, and it was not easy. There were no GPS screens back then, no refrigerators in the cab, guys, and you guys feel the same way about getting up close to these old historic machines?
Oh yes, they all have character, and you can't just turn up and push a button. You need to be gentle with them and treat them right.
Right. Did you guys, Steve, did you have a sweet spot on any particular machines over your 40 years that favorites of yours in your business?
One of the very first machines that came into our fleet, our father bought, was a 769A model, and we still have that truck, and we've just finished a restoration on it.
Oh, nice.
That's a pretty sweet deal. Yeah.
Hey, you give me a picture, Steve, of that restored model there. We'll get that on Machinery PTV, okay?
That'd be great.
That is awesome. How about you, Vic? What any favorite equipment models over the years that served your business well?
Just like the whole, really. I was going to say, my grandfather started contracting way back in the 30s, and
your grandfather started in the 30s?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm third generation.
Nice.
And when I was a young fellow, I remember they ran D69Us, cone scoops, and D4s and that sort of stuff. So I've got very fond memories of that. But it stems from those days as well. And we've run a lot of Caterpillar stuff over the years. I've run D8s, D9s, scrapers, and any sort of Caterpillar gear.
So you grew up in the business then, being third gen?
I absolutely grew up in it, yeah.
When you were a little guy?
Yep.
Yeah, getting the job done. Awesome. And how is the business climate, Australia, New Zealand, these days for work? Are things moving? Has it been a good time here in 25?
There's things to do, but contracting's always a hard gig. It's highs and lows.
Very like farming, constant. Like very, very cyclical, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
How did you guys ride the ups and downs over your career? Over to you, Paul. I mean, again, ups and downs. It's not always easy.
We've had plenty. We worked out which people we need to work for.
Yeah.
And we've probably got a niche in the quarry industry, carting rock.
The quarry industry?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And to quantify on that, I would say we had probably our best luck with D-model trucks and D-model loaders.
D-model trucks and loaders, got it done for you.
They're the favorite things to run.
Nice. I don't know much about the quarry industry, but that's these machines. They get it done for us.
Well, the quarry industry means steel against rock. That's what that means.
Ooh. Machinery Pete needs to learn more about that. That's awesome. How about you, Chris? How do you think state of business is here in 25 in Queensland? You said Queensland. Okay.
Yeah. We're only a small business, so diversity has been the saving grace.
Okay. So what type of jobs, what kind of diversity jobs you work on?
I've gone running with the restoration, blasting, painting, fixing more modern stuff.
Okay.
Things like that.
Okay.
Basically anything to get across.
Okay. Well, guys, hey, great to meet you. This is how awesome this event is, folks. These guys came. How long was the flight to get over to the U.S.? 2 days? Too long. Hey, it's so cool you guys are here. Folks, come out Saturday and Sunday. You'll find these guys and visit with them. And guys, I hope you have a great rest of your stay. And thanks for sharing your stories from back home.
Thank you, Pete.
Well, Danny, when we were in the History Center, you said, Pete, just wait. We're going to get up close. And we've come a long ways here. Wow, look at these scrapers. Not like the scrapers of yesterday, are they?
No, and these are customer units, whatever, mobile track, but obviously you can kind of get a grip on what these things are. Now, this 33, from what I understand, is level to here. And then 38, this is 33 yards.
Okay.
And then 38 yards is heaped.
Okay.
So, and if you look at,
We got 42 in back here.
I'm 6'7", so this gives you a little idea of
Yes.
what they got going on here with these things. And not only do they have one tire, they have 4 tires in the back.
Right.
They put this big chunk of rubber in between these when they mount these on, so that keeps the dirt from getting down in between the dual wheels, and pretty cool.
Very cool.
And then these are even bigger. I think this is a 42. Yeah, these are mobile track 42 yards, so these hold 42 yards of dirt in them. They're
Now, could you accommodate a 42-yard scraper on the proving grounds back home?
no,
Dirt boys?
no, that wouldn't work for me. I had a 15 yard that I pulled with a 9150 Sagger, and it was way too much for that. 15 yards.
All that tells me, Danny, is you need to grow Dirt Boys proving ground a little bit.
Nope, I'm slowing down, not speeding up.
All right, very cool. Well, there's just so much to see and absorb here, folks. Elkader, Iowa, this 3-day event honoring, Caterpillar 100-year history. Danny, we got some beautiful rigs here. I understand that, John Moina with CJ Moina and, construction, they kind of started their own.
Yeah, they were having trouble getting stuff moved around the country because of the size that they have today.
Sure.
So they started up the company, Just Move It. Yeah. As you can see,
beautiful rigs.
He's got a whole fleet.
He's got a whole fleet.
10, 12 of them here with trailers, and they do all their own trucking. They haul all their equipment for their own stuff, and then they deliver all their scrapers and tractors. And
I think another example there, just the attention to detail, CJ Moina, John and his team, what they're doing. We can see it. The fingerprints are all over this event. That they really kind of they put the whole thing together. It's just amazing.
You can see down here, there's their mobile track stuff,
Right.
their off-road dump trucks that they convert into pulling scraper and trailers, and their quad track tractors they build. It's quite a machine. They did the testing stuff here, and they build them to their spec. They got their sheep's foot over here, their discs, their packers, their land planes. They build all this stuff in-house here at
build it right here
Solutions.
in
That's all
Elkader,
built
Iowa.
right over here in these buildings, and this is their.
To employ the amount of people and the talent right here in Northeast Iowa, a little rural community, Elkader, that's pretty special, isn't it?
Brings a lot to this little town. you
Yeah.
know. This company, Moina's Mobile Track, Just
Yeah.
Move It, Moina Rock Products. He's got
So
it
Danny, again, I can't thank you enough for the invitation to come down. Now, I'll just leave it with you. People sitting around and wondering, hey, something fun to do this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Tell them why they should come to
all.
Elkader.
Yeah, this is amazing. So the show runs today till 5, I think, and then they got stuff going on at night, and then tomorrow the show starts again, I believe, at 8 o'clock. The gates open, runs till 5 or 6, and then I think they got fireworks on Saturday night. Sunday the show runs again all day on Sunday. So
You have speakers and stuff for the
they
kids
got
and
stuff going on.
food.
I mean, there's displays here, there's food trucks, there's stuff for the kids to do, and there's just a lot going on. So.
Yeah. Well, Danny, I need to put you on Machinery Pete TV staff, basically,
you think
because the great
yeah.
stuff you come up with. But
Well,
I know this is personal to you back home in Elkader.
Yeah.
And thank you for giving us kind of a feel of Elkader and your history, and this is just an awesome event. Thank you so much,
Been a
my
lot
friend.
of fun. Thanks for coming down, Greg.